Hello everyone, here we start an entirely new chapter. This one will all be about the form of a human. Specifically, this episode will cover the nature of humanity itself, intellect, the soul of humans. Let us begin right now. The form of a human is what distinguishes a human from an animal, just as the form of any object distinguishes it from other objects. What we call soul is nothing but the form of a human. The fact that you are distinct from me tells us that we have different souls. Now, defining the soul as the form of a human is already proof for its existence, as it is clear that humans have forms. However, let me give you another argument against materialism. Do this experiment with me. Close your eyes. Imagine you can't see anything. Now, you still have all of your senses. So now imagine you go in total sensory deprivation. You cannot feel anything, you can't smell, taste, or hear anything. Deprive yourself of the sense of equilibrium as well. You are totally isolated from the material world, and you only have your thoughts. And now imagine you get rid of your thoughts too. Stop thinking about anything. Do you now feel that you don't exist anymore? No, of course you don't. You do still exist. Go on, open your eyes. Let's think about this. You could perceive your existence, even without any kind of sensory ability. You were deprived of every material sense, and yet you were still sure about your existence. What this means is that you are not only defined by your senses. Your senses are not you, you are not your senses. Did you hear that, Locke?
No, Thomas, you don't understand. Let us then suppose the mind to be...
Locke, please. I don't want to hear any other stupid shit right now. It was already difficult with all of the others. In the end I always win and that armchair becomes empty in the next frame, so just save yourself some time and depart already.
Wait, what?
As I was saying, your senses are separate from your soul. Material reality, no matter how altered, cannot trick you into believing you don't exist. And if materiality has no influence on your soul, then your soul must be immaterial. Now, if in that state the only thing you can use is your intellect, this means that your soul is your intellect. Intellect is thus the form of a human. So there you have it. What differentiates you from animals is your intellect. But let me clarify that. Both animals and humans have instinct. This is a sensation coming from the bodily senses that tells you what it thinks is better to do in a certain situation. You're hungry? That's instinct telling you to eat. The difference between us and animals is that they are not able to resist their instincts. If they are hungry, they will look for something to eat, while we can abstain from eating.
But Thomas, it has been shown multiple times that animals are able to resist their instincts in certain situations. For example, an animal is able to abstain from eating some food if it knows that more food will be delivered as a reward.
You misunderstood the concept. The example you gave shows exactly what I am trying to prove, that an animal is unable to resist his instinct to do what it thinks is best. If the animal learns that it will get more food after a period of time, its instinct will tell it to wait. But the animal is waiting only because it wants to get more food. Humans, on the other hand, are able to resist instincts. You are able to fast, even if it doesn't benefit you. Human actions are always a tug-of-war between the instinct and the will, while in animals the will always follows the instinct. The will is one of the soul's powers, and, speaking of the soul's powers, see you next time. Be well.